It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Watson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 17 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
I can remember last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. From the 50, it's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can you get help here? And you have to ask politely because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, the next-gen stat says that play took on him 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Throw out wide to Walker. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the 22, Smith. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. 7 yards there and a first down. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Now, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a throw here to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. Throwing now is Geno. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Browns drive about to get started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, that sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I can see them moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Defensive done. As a quarterback, third long, you really got to know the troops are down.
You're doing a big way. What else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of the first as he's tackled at the 47. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And his throw here's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 2nd down, it's Walker, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Man open, it's Goodwin. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and this Browns defense stands tall. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Geno now to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Smith throwing again. Returning right back to Lockett. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw again on second down, Smith. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now Geno on first down. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up into this point. So now at least they go into the locker room. Michael Moore may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku as time expires in the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they'll look to pay it off on first down. Here's Smith. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Now Smith. Up with his big tight end, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And the offense moving quickly to the line. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Short throw to Disley. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, turned upfield, offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Browns to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Watson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And again, it's Chubb. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. From just shy of midfield, Smith. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. About 3 yards there to the 27. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to it before he can get started.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. On the counter, it's Walker. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. From the gun, here's Smith.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So consecutive picks, and each offense, they drove the ball close enough to at least attempt a field goal, but on back-to-back drives, the defense has stood firm and forced an interception.
Yeah, it's a really nice battle seeing one answer the other with a turnover to keep points off the board.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break. The timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Now it's Lockett. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 4. Just over a minute 40 to play. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now it's Smith.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Man open downfield. It's Metcalf.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. This is caught, and so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll sneak it with Smith. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This one fielded out to 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
There defensively, Tariq Woolen.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
To throw, Watson. Completes to Njoku. And he'll wind up getting about 8, but the clock will run. Also, don't forget, it's now 3rd down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Here's Watson.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
So that second half, Charles, a little bit different